Hello YouTube, this is Untamed Adventures, and today we're going to be talking mountain bike gloves. Should you wear them, should you not, and which ones do I use during the mountain bike season? So to give you some background, I've been mountain biking my whole life, and I have been using gloves. For me, gloves provide consistent grip. When my hands get sweaty, when it's wet outside, whether it's muddy, dirty, whatever it is, if that gets on my hands, gets on my grips, I can slip around. When they're very wet, I don't find myself having tons and tons of traction, so I use gloves. The materials on the gloves allow you to have that more consistent feeling. They've got extra grip with some softer rubber on the fingertips for your braking, your thumbs, and then some padding on my gloves on the palm to really allow you to get a good feel on the grip. The material on the fingertips, I really like to have on all the gloves I use because it just allows for a little bit more. You only have one finger on the brake, so it allows for a little bit more grip on there no matter what the conditions look like. So for me, grip and sweaty hands or wet weather, whatever it is, that is why I wear gloves for the most part. And a lot of other people. Another huge reason people wear gloves, as well as a big reason why I do, is for protection. If you fall off your bike and you slide across the ground, whether you're hitting a rock or a tree or whatever, and your palms land on the ground, you're going to be taking off skin, especially on a rock, and it is not a fun day. You've got to get bandaged up. You might have some time for recovery to let that heal, get that cleaned out. With gloves, it may not save you, you may still get injured or you may still lose some skin, but it at least is providing a layer of protection in between the hand and whatever material you're rubbing against. Now my gloves that I wear, these are the Fox Ranger Gel gloves. They have padding on the inside of the palm, so it's got two big pads kind of on the palm and then a couple right underneath your knuckles, and these I like how they grip the handlebars, how they grip the grips, and also that they would provide a little bit of protection on a fall, on an impact. So that's why I chose these gloves, as well as the grip on the ends of the fingers. Now, going to the back of the glove, there is no padding on these, but a large portion of the reason I wear gloves, and a lot of other people do, is, handlebars are so wide nowadays. You're hitting trees, you're hitting branches, whatever it is, taking off skin, or it's just very uncomfortable to be smashing into trees and branches with your fists. So this just provides another layer of protection between your hand and whatever's out there on the trail. Now, some gloves, a lot of gloves actually, provide some extra protection around the knuckles or maybe around some of your fingers. And that way when your hands hit things, just like the protection on your shoes or the protection on the palms of my gloves, you're getting a little bit of impact protection, and you're also protecting some of that skin from being, bruised or cut. Mine don't have that, and the reason for that is I like a little bit more breathability on the top of my gloves. The trails I ride, I usually ride on warm days and for a long period of time. Lots of pedaling, lots of up and down, and I need a breathable glove so I'm not just sweating like crazy. So these gloves have a very thin and stretchy material on the top of them that allows for them to be very breathable while still providing adequate protection and giving me plenty of grip and consistency on the trails. So that being said, I don't ride road bike with gloves. I don't feel I need the extra amount of grip, and I don't think that everyone needs gloves while they're riding a mountain bike. But I would recommend at least some pair of gloves because of just the protection, a little bit of extra grip, and just some material between your hand and whatever your hand's up against. Another part of these gloves that I really like is the design of them. It's very sleek, just like the shoes I reviewed yesterday, and go check out that video on the 510 Free Rider Pose. I'll link that above. These gloves are all black, similar to my shoes, and they kind of just fit with the theme. They go along with anything. My bike is a little bit darker, And these gloves, the shoes, they just go along with anything. So that's why I like the styling on these. They're just simple, black, and they just go well with any type of outfit that I'm wearing on the trail and my bike as well. As far as how these gloves attach, it's just a small piece of Velcro right around the wrist. You slide your hand in, pull it tight, and just a little Velcro strap right there. And it provides enough lockdown. It's not a ton of adjustability, but they're very tight around the wrists, and you get a good range of motion. Here's an up close of the glove. As you can tell, the different material right along the fingertip, as well as some of the padding on the palm. Here's also the design of them on the back. You can see some logos, but it's very slick because it's all black, so it's, if you want it, it is there, so it looks nice, but it's not overbearing and it doesn't, take over the look of the glove. Would I recommend these gloves to the average mountain biker? I absolutely would. I think this company, Fox, they make great accessories for mountain biking and great gloves. There's plenty of other glove brands as well. Pearl Izumi is another great example. I've had their gloves in the past and absolutely love them. I would just recommend a glove, especially if something I mentioned, like you've had a couple incidents where you have taken off some skin on the palms of your hands or bumped into some trees, or you just struggle with sweaty hands, or you ride when it's wet a lot, or your grips and hands just get dirty, so you want a little extra grip. I would definitely recommend going and picking up a pair of gloves. The cheaper the better, as far as it does not matter what gloves you're getting as long as there's just something on your hand. The more you spend, or the different gloves you look at, they might have different protection in different areas or be lighter for more airflow to keep your hand cool. These, like I said, are the Fox Ranger Gels, and these are really nice gloves, but you can pick up any pair of gloves and they'll do great. This was Untamed Adventures. Hopefully you enjoyed this review of the Fox Ranger Gel gloves. If you enjoyed this, please comment down below on what you'd like to see next. We'll be out riding this summer, all summer, recording a bunch of different stuff on a bunch of different trails. We'll be looking at different products, reviewing them all, recording everything, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please comment as well as subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date. Check out some of my other videos and some other products we've talked about. And until next time, peace.